Boring, give me some action. Nothing is happening on this market. Why? What should you be doing during this time? Should you follow the programming from the metrics and maybe leave, get bored, stop watching content, stop watching after the market? Because at the end of the day, this is something that everyone is doing currently, right? And in markets and in life especially, when you're doing what everyone is doing around you, you are getting exceptional results, because this is how the life works, right? You will not end up as a mediocrity, right? You will get exceptional results if you just follow what everyone else is doing. Understand the edge that you actually have. If you are here, if you are watching this video right now, understand the edge and say thank you to myself. Say it right now. Thank you. Thank you to myself to actually being active in this market, because this is how you win. At the same time, do not overtrade. Yes, it's boring. Yes, some things might be happening, but do not overtrade. Do not look to sell some stuff, enter some stuff. We are at the point of time where believers will start to heavily outperform traders. Same as what was happening back in March and April. Believers will start very soon to outperform traders heavily. I want to focus on this topic heavily in this video and focus on some other things as well that I wanted to share, specifically about the evolution of meme coins and visionaries in our space and how important it actually is to bet on the visionaries in our space. Let's start with the chart of BTC. We just had inflation data at 2.9% and the market reacted downwards. S&P 500 and BTC as well. Essentially because the market was pricing in better inflation numbers, because the expected were 3.0 and we got 2.9. How it helps us is it helps to cement. It helps us to make sure that with a very high chance we will be getting our rate cuts in September, which means we'll probably be getting a couple more rate cuts until the end of the year, which means that money will become cheaper, which means that we are positioning ourselves in the risk assets before liquidity cycle is at the top, before people will be able to borrow cheap funds and they will be looking to outperform with cheap money that they are buying. This is exactly what we are doing in crypto. If you're holding any coin that will be able to survive these 6 months, right? If you're holding chicken, cat, left, ball, bot, piece of shit token, probably won't be surviving for 6 months. So probably you will not be able to take this opportunity. You should definitely be thinking on when you are getting into any type of coin out there, what is the survivability of this thing? Because base case, I would say, with maybe like if you would put your money between Ethereum and Solana, base case, you would probably be doing at least 3 to 4x. So you should be thinking when you are getting into any coin out there, am I going to do more than 4x's? Or will I lose my money? This is the question you should be asking yourself always. I honestly do believe that we are at the stage where believers will start to outperform traders heavily. I think the space for traders is coming to an end, because, man, space for traders is all this time. For all this time, traders were outperforming believers. And something I wanted to think about is that there are probably charts. There is probably a chart that can be built between the performance of traders and performance of believers. If you can imagine it in your head, right? That's the same as chart BTC to Ethereum, Sol to Ethereum. If you can imagine the chart of performance of traders to believers, it's at the fucking top right now. It's at the top. Traders were outperforming heavily. This is the type of setup where traders are capitalizing the most. However, this is the amount of time, very quick one, but with the largest returns out there, and you don't have to do anything, where believers are outperforming traders. I do believe very soon we will re-enter this phase. And you don't want to sit in different coins, reposition, leverage long here, leverage short here. You don't want to be doing this shit. This is how you underperforming during these things. Who do you think outperformed during this pump? You think that were people that were selling here, buying here, selling here, buying here? No. These were people that were accumulating right here. Here they were just waiting. As soon as they started to see some toppy signals, they started to gradually take profits. Probably they were taking some profits into this situation as well, right? This is the time to accumulate. Peak boredom of this time, which we are seeing currently after huge capitulation, peak boredom with a bunch of people with negative funding rates, with a bunch of people screaming and not understanding what's going to happen and thinking that we're going lower, and finally moving into stables at this week, right? Because you should have 30% of your stables at this week, and at this week they're moving into stables, right? This is how you win in this market, right? This is the time to accumulate, because when you're accumulating here, you are outperforming here. You accumulate here, you outperform here. You accumulate here, you outperform in the next leg up. That's what's going to happen. And that's what I'm trying to transfer you. This is what I'm trying to transfer to you on this channel. This is why I'm saying that you are blessed if you're actually watching this video currently. Just please pick the assets that will survive. Don't throw your money here and there and things like that. I don't also think that you should be very, very conservative at this stage. I think if you're holding larger assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is exact, even Solana, this is exact time to swap them into, or a bit of them if you want, different assets out there. We can see that Bitcoin dominance, a lot of people are saying that Bitcoin dominance topped at 57%. I was saying it in April, that Bitcoin dominance will top at 57%. I was the only one person in the whole world who was saying that Bitcoin dominance will top at 57%. And as we see currently, this was a fake out. This was just huge resistance, and we went back, we traded, right? And we went up again. We've tested this 57% level, and we are going down again. But I said, the first person in this world back in April, that Bitcoin dominance will be topping at 57%. This is exactly what we are seeing currently. Cycle-wise, timing-wise, 100% makes sense. And when these things are happening, you need to reposition in riskier assets. One of the assets class that was performing nicely and will continue to perform nicely as well are Memecoins, because people see them as leverage bets. I have my $40,000 worth of SUI Memecoins. I believe it's around 40k at this stage, maybe a bit less, that I invested back in May. If I was on leverage on SUI, I would get liquidated, and I got liquidated, to be honest with you, right? I got my SUI loans liquidated a couple times at least. And with my SUI memes, they're alive. They will just grow back, and I will still have my capital. And they are growing back already. This is safe loan leverage bets, and you need to understand these things because market does not understand these things yet. And this is where you're capitalizing the market. If you're doing things that were working in the previous cycle, oh, I will just buy altcoins out there in the market and I will make money. Nah, you will make some, but you will outperform heavily. You need to follow new tactics. You need to follow new things. Right now, new thing, as mentioned back in December, in winter by me, new thing right now is holding Memecoins, because after this fuckery, after everyone felt nice, large cock in the asses, in this fuckery, in these 6 months of fuckery, no one wants to hold shit. Everyone wants to sell. Everyone is just hurt. But I just don't give a shit. This is what I know will outperform heavily. Not fucking trading, not doing wishy-washy stuff, try to buy and sell and things like that. This time is actually going to end soon. We will be entering this phase right here. During this phase, believers always outperform traders. Here's how you actually make big buck in the industry. And from one point of view, it's actually like the simplest thing you can do out there. You just accumulate, you just buy, don't give a shit, and you just wait, right? You remove all the emotions and things like that. You just wait, you just do nothing. At the same time, it's the hardest thing for a lot of people to do. Waiting, doing nothing, it hurts. Sometimes it hurts. Seeing your stuff going down also hurts. But this is why a very, very small chunk of people actually only able to capitalize on this thing. We do have situation with Pump.Fun that I believe like less than 30 or 50 memes are graduating to Jupiter out there. Let me briefly explain to you how this works. On pump.fun, any person can publish any meme coin. You pretty much just use the picture of something and you publish a meme coin right away, right? And it has to reach a certain market cap to actually reach Jupiter, which is a DEX on Solana, right? And this market cap is quite low. Like, it's not hundreds of millions of dollars. It's quite low. And I believe less than 30 meme coins a day at this stage, they are reaching Jupiter, which shows us the exhaustion, the amount of people who are trying to trade, and obviously the amount of liquidity as well. There is no fucking liquidity. There is no liquidity. These people need new liquidity. New liquidity is not going to come through traders. Traders, they are sitting in stables. They're waiting for the things to move up to try to jump in, like right here. Right here is where the traders will be jumping in. But let me tell you a question. If you're entering right here, I'm just showing you BTC. I'm not showing you alts that will have even a larger difference. You have a 20% difference. If your thing is doing 5x, 10x, 20x, this is huge difference. If you're entering with larger capital, this is huge difference. This is just the chart of BTC. Chart of alt, chart of Memecoin, they will have the difference of 50% here, 70, 100%, 200%. We are entering the fucking time where believers will outperform traders heavily. And what is the next evolution of Memecoin, you might ask? I wanted to show you something very, very interesting. Let's listen to Ren and hear what he has to say on the evolution of Memecoins.
For us, those days are gone. So what I think is going to happen to meme coins? I think meme coins are going to merge with prediction markets.
To be honest, this is quite crazy to hear. And I honestly like this thought very, very much. Prediction markets is things like poly markets where you can go in, you can put some money on some things. And it's quite interesting because what prediction markets lack at this stage, they lack community. And then with the merge of prediction markets and meme coins, what you would be able to do, you'd be able to merge your meme with a certain prediction. You'll be able to create community around it, which is a very, very interesting thing. And something I was sharing, like Linda on Linea, they were trying to implement this system in the first place, like lottery system. When so what they were doing, they were locking a percentage of supply of the token, and people were able to stake the token. And when the token is reaching certain market caps, like 20 million, 50 million, 100 million, right, they would be distributing the percentage of supply between people that staked the token. So you might say it's essentially another step in, right? But these things should be definitely simple, right? These things, they are very, very interesting. And I was also thinking, where did I hear this thought before? Maybe some founder of some chain was saying something about building prediction markets and after them focusing on meme coins to make them working in conjunction, in completion together. I thought, like, where did I actually hear that? Who is that visionary who actually saw this vision and who's not only just discussing it, but he is actively working on implementing the vision on the chain? Maybe this is the founder who's trying to overcome the industry. Maybe this is the founder who's trying to overtake crypto. Maybe he's the founder that overtook 80% of NFT market share already. Maybe this is the founder who's actually doing something in comparison to Fed chain founders that don't give a shit because they have their stock and they have the ETFs. They don't need to work on the chain, right? Well, there is one. This is Pac-Man from Blessed. And he was speaking about focus on meme coins after implementation of prediction markets. He said that 2 months ago. That's all I wanted to share for today, right? Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.